it is so evidential that the mountain is not comfortable with this so-called the Kenya Kwisha government. What they were told, it is not what they are seeing today with their two eyes. I was just listening to a group of certain leaders from the mountain, their press briefing, and I realized something that was very crucial, that you people, you are not seeing that the mountain is making U-turn against William Ruto. Before you watch the video, I want to tell you today, Mount Kenya region, they are well known with their kind of businesses across the Republic of Kenya. These are business people. And when William Ruto told them that if you elect me, I'm going to ensure that the taxes are going to be lowered. But when William Ruto was sworn in, it is actually opposite, as even William Ruto came out raising more taxes. So this group of politicians from the mountain are coming out to signify something that is very crucial. And I want to understand why William Ruto, together with Rigathi Gachagua, they are going to face a kind of hectic moment. This is how these people are arguing.
Tangu serikali ianze hii kazi yake na ianze uongozi na utawala, mimi siwezi kusema kuna chochote serikali imefanya. Kazi kubwa serikali imefanya ni kukopa na uongo na kutoa kodi, kutoza watu kodi. Hakuna kazi tunaweza kusema kwa hakika serikali imefanya hii na ile, na tumeona haya mambo yote. Hakuna chochote ninacholeta kwa sababu wanaongoza na uongo, na uongo hautatusaidia. Hatusemi si wa Kenya kama sisi, lakini tunasema ni wa Kenya walio na uongo. Tunasema ni wa Kenya wanaongoza serikali, na wanaongoza serikali iliyobeba uongo kwa mwananchi, na mwananchi anazidi kuumia.
Kweli kabisa, sisi kama watu wa Mount Kenya tunasema hata serikali imechelewa kupunguza hii gharama ya maisha. Wakenya wameumia kabisa. Watu siku hizi hata hawezi kula chakula mara 3 kwa siku. Kwa hivyo tunauliza serikali iweze kutoa ushuru hiyo ambayo imeongezea kwa mafuta na bidhaa, na pia iweze kuondoa ushuru kwa mambo ya exports, na mambo zile bidhaa zote zinatumika na mkulima. Ndivyo gharama ya maisha ishuke, kwa sababu saa hii gharama ya maisha iko juu sana na Wakenya hawezi wakaweza kukimu maisha yao. Zile bidhaa ambazo zinatoka mlima Kenya kama kahawa, majani chai, hiyo yote, maziwa, makadamia, hiyo yote serikali hii iliahidi ya kwamba itatafuta soko, na tumeona wameshindwa. Tumewapatia hiyo muda yote, wameshindwa. Wakulima wetu wanaumia. Sasa tunaambia serikali hivi, kama imeshindwa na hii kazi, iweze kupeana hiyo kazi kwa wengine, ama iruhusu wakulima sasa wajitokee nje wakajitafutie soko, ama tutoe hii mazao yetu hapa, tunavuna tunaenda kuuzia nchi nyingine, kwa sababu hii nchi yetu ni kama watu wa Mount Kenya, wao sio wa Kenya tena. Tumewekwa kando, tunauawa kiuchumi, na hiyo hatutaruhusu iendelee kutendeka kwa watu wetu.
Say that this forum has no issue with the infightings. We are calling upon our members of parliament, our governor, and whoever is from Mount Kenya. We work as a team. We have no issue with the leaders who have been elected. But one thing is that when they are not saying what is right, when they are not telling the Wajiko what is right of Kiambu, that is where we are here to make sure that whatever we are saying is the truth and the pure truth for what is happening within our nation.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, if you're a visitor for the first time and you have not subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor, ensure you subscribe to this channel, you like this video, you ensure that you turn on that notification bell, that when I upload my videos like this, you get notified automatically by YouTube. For those who are returning subscribers, I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Now, That is a certain group in the mountain that is coming out to raise their voices, saying, since William Ruto took over, we've not seen anything. We've not seen anything from the mountain, or rather, across the Republic of Kenya, that William Ruto has done so far. Again, when I was just listening to the argument of a certain senator from the mountain, and he is a close ally of William Ruto regarding Gachagua, when he was coming out to argue on how this government is terribly messing up with Kenyans, as what they are planning to sell, like KICC and other big and huge parastatals, these people are messing up with the Kenyans. Because, in fact, it was not an agenda of William Ruto literally to come out and tell them that now we are going to sell KICC, we are going to sell Postbank, we are going to sell a pipeline. But as per what we are getting is that this kind of push is just for few individuals, whom when look at even their idea is not coming out clear why they are going to sell these parastatals. So this is how Wamatinga came out clashing with William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua as what it takes of selling of these parastatals is coming out to be against the suggestion. And this is the argument of Wamatinga.
Politicians who need to learn from the likes of Lawrence Sifuna, those who wait until the president is out of the way, out of the country, and then they list national assets and put them for sale. Mr. Speaker, sir, we want to urge these leaders who sit near the high offices that it's important to note that it cannot, and we cannot accept them, to put such an important national heritage like the KICC for sale. Mr. Speaker, sir, I want today to add my voice. I want to join the likes of Lawrence Sifuna. I want to join the likes of Koigi that we cannot let a few people take it for granted that they can do or live what they want to do in this country. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is becoming quite unfortunate that a few individuals, Mr. Speaker, sir, whom we've worked with so hard and promising the Kenyans that will ensure the cost of living comes down, Mr. Speaker, sir, instead of them working with us in tandem, they are going and auctioning anything that they can lay their hand on. This we must stand as a house and oppose. Mr. Speaker, sir, today I want to start in the same spirit of Lawrence Sifuna and say this country belongs to all of us. It cannot take our parents so many years to put things where they are today, and then we get to here, Mr. Speaker, sir, people bought edible oil that is toxic. They spent billions of shillings. This cannot be sold. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is time that we call these people and tell them enough is enough and they must stop. Yes. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is such a moment when we are given an opportunity to reflect on the things that are happening in this country, that we ask ourselves, are some of these people serious? Mr. Speaker, sir, just the other day, I led a statement from none other than one of our colleagues who's been sitting in this house, a Minister of Infrastructure and Transport, saying that centers, cars that have been bought by hustlers, that they should be banned from the road. Mr. Speaker, sir, I ask, are we losing our senses, Mr. Speaker, sir? When must we realize that we must work for Kenyans? Mr. Speaker, sir, in the same spirit of Lawrence Sifuna, I want to tell Kenyans that yes, we must stand up and we will not let anybody take advantage of you. We are going to pursue justice until we bring it to the logical conclusion. Because this is the spirit, Mr. Speaker, sir. When we are gone like Lawrence Sifuna is gone, we want somebody to stand in this out and say, he stood as a senator and stood for the justice of the people. I start to be counted as those who will fight for the justice of the people, irregardless of the people who are pushing and waiting. Only when the president is away of the country, they put national assets for sale. It is unacceptable, Mr. Speaker, sir, and I urge my colleagues to stand up and
So that is how the senator came out arguing in Parliament. And when look at the gesture, is a clear indication that things are not going on a right direction. But according to my understanding is that when I was just listening to the argument of the senator, Wamatinga, it is true that now we are having the leadership that what they promised Kenyans is not what they're doing. They were just having their interest. And of course, they want to serve their interest first. After serving their interest, then literally what they want to have is to satisfy themselves. So the mountain is coming out to speak louder. Despite of us, many a times you always come out to criticize the mountain. But I want to say that it is not only the mountain that is waking up, but again, other regions are very keen and watching, and of course, listening to whatever every region is trying to come out and communicate. But at the same as that, I also watched a certain video of border people coming out arguing that William Ruto is not a good person because they were lied to, and in fact, William Ruto spent more of his time in churches. And you find that these churches came out convincing even these border people, Mama Mboga, to try and vote for William Samoei Ruto. So the navigation there in between William Ruto's political arena with the church, it is so intact. And there's a clear indication that these people are working together, and many churches came out campaigning for William Samoei Ruto because of this kind of handouts alikuwa anapatiana kwa makanisa. So this is how the border people came out arguing. That is how the mountain is coming out to wake up. But again, as the mountain is waking up, who is going to deliver the mountain? Because as we speak, they are divided. I know some people, yes, they are saying they are not divided. That is whatever they are saying. They are not divided. But as much as they are not divided, who is this leader who is taking control? Because when you look at the politics, is always played starting at local level. So you cannot come out and debunk that there is no unity in the Rift Valley, Nyanza, Ukambani, Mount Kenya and other regions. What it takes in the mountain is that they are lacking that leader who is taking over from Uhuru Kenyatta. Because now Rigathi Gachagua is the second in command, but when you look at his behaviors and reactions, he's not actually showing someone who is going to guarantee the mountain good things, and also what they promised is going to be actualized. So that is how things are in the mountain. And I think one day, as Uhuru Kenyatta, we are being told that he's preparing the ground and he is going to ensure that the plan of Uhuru Kenyatta is to ensure that William Ruto is not going to have again the support in the mountain. So the clear, deadly exposed William Ruto's plan, or rather Uhuru Kenyatta's plan, is to ensure that he's going to kick off the kind of movement that even if he's not going to control that movement, but at least someone who is going to be having that interest of the mountain in his heart, then is going to take over from him. And that is why there's a kind of push and pull in between Rigathi Gachagua and the Maina Njenga. But we're waiting whatever is going to happen date 31st. Is there kuna mkutano yoyote of Maina Njenga? That is whatever we are waiting. But again, Uhuru Kenyatta is doing it in different way, not the way Maina Njenga is doing. You know, Uhuru Kenyatta has been in the political arena for some time. So whatever is doing behind the scene. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think?